ISUPK presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026 in Houston, Texas. You do not want to miss this one, Israel. Shalom.
I finally get to show everyone that I was more. And look what you unleashed.
Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The ISUPK, under commanding General Yahana, presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026 in Houston, Texas. All Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person, ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under commanding General Yahana. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch where you stepping.
I finally get to show everyone that I was more. And look what you unleashed.
Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The ISUPK, under commanding General Yahana, presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026 in Houston, Texas. All Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person, ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under commanding General Yahana. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch where you stepping.
Hey, Shalom Israel, we the ISUPK, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. This is the Wednesday night biblical law class. Yep. Hey, listen, we've been bringing this truth since 1969, you understand? Telling now folks, man, that the Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we are the true biblical Jews of the Bible, you understand? Now, oppressor, the so-called white man, is the devil that the Bible speaks of. Listen, the times that we are in right now, it's a lot of Black, Hispanic, and Native American people that don't have a clue, don't know what to do, don't know what we should be doing.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, just lost in the sauce out here right now, you feel me? And here's the thing. You gotta pay attention. In these times when things are getting real, you see what I'm saying? How long have we been going to the Christian church, man?
For years.
Like, we've been going to the Christian church for centuries, for decades. You see what I'm saying? Like, we big that Christian church up, man. Ain't no Christian pastor telling us what we need to be doing in these end times, man.
Right.
Amidst all this war, rumors of war, amidst the things that's already, the bombs dropping over in Iran. Like, there is no preacher, there is no pastor telling us what we should be doing, how we should be preparing. You see what I'm saying? The only people that's telling our people, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, how we should prepare is the ISUPK, man.
Right.
Under commanding General Yahana. The pastors are quiet, man. That's why the scripture call them dumb dogs.
Right.
You understand? We got to understand that the wisdom that the Lord has given us, The wisdom that the Lord has given us, you understand, is the ingredients or the recipe that we need to be feeding off of, you understand, in these end times. Like, if we sitting out here and we don't have a clue of what's going on prophetically, what the Lord is doing, how the Lord is moving, at the end of the day, you gotta hope that Donald Trump is right.
Right.
When he say we're gonna make America great again. You understand? Like, if you don't have a clue as to what's going on out here, you have to side with Donald Trump. You understand? Right. Like, if you know, a lot of Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans get too deep into that political arena and they want to classify themselves Democrats and Republicans and whatnot. But here's the thing. If you was against Donald Trump, you gotta be for him right now. You see what I'm saying? Because war is at hand. So if Donald Trump is trying to salvage what's left of America, you have to side with Donald Trump and you have to be for him.
Right. So
as a Christian, you gotta be praying for Donald Trump. You see what I'm saying? That's the disgusting part about it. You understand?
Right.
But we're gonna get in the scriptures, man. We're gonna find out what the Lord say. You know, what we should be doing, how we should be thinking, how we should be prepared. We're gonna get that in the scriptures. Let me get Proverbs chapter 19, verse 20, Bubba Kashel.
Come. It's like Proverbs.
Proverbs chapter 19, verse 20.
Come. Proverbs chapter 19, verse 20. Hear counsel.
It say hear counsel. You understand? We have to hear counsel. What is counsel? Counsel is when you go and you beseech the Lord's will from the men that the Lord is working with and through.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You got to hear the counsel. A lot of times, like, people don't like to hear what the ISUBK got to say. You know, they say, oh, y'all talk too aggressive. Y'all too this, y'all too that, and this, that, and the third. But here it is. The Lord is saying, you better hear counsel, man.
Right.
You better listen to these words, man. Like, these words are not coming from us. These words are coming from the Lord out. Keep going.
Come. And receive instruction.
It say, and receive instruction. Hear the counsel and hear and receive the instruction. Far too often, we may hear certain things, but we won't want to receive it. We don't want to acknowledge the fact that it's things that we are doing that we got to stop. It's things that we're not doing that we need to start doing. That's what receiving the counsel is. You see what I'm saying? We got to start hearing it, and then we got to start receiving it. Keep going.
Come. That thou mayest be wise in thy latter end.
It says that thou mayest be wise in thy latter end. You understand? Like, you don't want to be an old fool. You feel me?
Right.
Like, the worst type of fool that you can be is an old fool. You done had all this life experience. You see what I'm saying? You done had all this life experience. You'd have been here for 70, 80 years, and you still a damn fool.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's the worst kind of fool you can be. It said that thou mayest be wise in thy latter end. You feel me? But this can also, like, when you talk about the latter end, you can be wise in these times, man.
Right.
Because these are the latter times right now. Be wise in this. Like, what do the Lord want from Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans? Is this our war?
Right.
Is this something we should be participating in? Should we be doing something to help the military, or should we be joining the military? Like, a lot of us are asking these questions. Not here in ISUPK, but a lot of our people are asking those questions. And guess what? No one has answers for them outside of the UPK, man.
Right.
We're going to get them answers today. Any more on that?
Lots.
Listen, hear counsel and receive instruction, that thou mayest be wise in the latter end. Give me Luke 21:15, Bubba Kasha.
Come.
Because we're gonna find out what wisdom is, man. What and with that wisdom, what should we be doing with it?
Come.
Go ahead.
Luke chapter 21, verse 15. For I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist.
It say, for I will give you a mouth and wisdom. It is, Lord said, I'm gonna give you a platform to speak. You understand? But I'm gonna give you wisdom when you speak.
Right.
I'm gonna give you the right things to say when you speak. which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist. When it say not be able to gainsay, what does that mean? Go ahead.
It's like it said, it mean like gaining an advantage over you for real.
Yeah, like so when you say not to shall not be able to gainsay, meaning like not being able to deny. You can't deny. You may not like what I'm saying, but you can't deny it. You can't dispute what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying?
Come.
Nor resist it. How long have the ISUPK been on the corners telling blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans that we got to prepare and World War III is coming? Nuclear warfare is coming. Go ahead.
It's like it's since 1969.
Come.
And it's like, I don't know if you about to say it.
No, go ahead.
When you just said you can't refute it, it's the truth.
Come.
Like when it comes to the truth, and that's why we say we don't know the truth, because you can't refute it.
Right.
But you want to go history? But you want to go to scriptures?
Come.
Everything we've been saying is prophesying and it's happening. You can't refute it.
And the proof of us saying it is people have been arguing with us about it.
Come, sir.
You see what I'm saying? Like people have been arguing about us with us about the truth since 1969.
Right.
We've been telling you, listen, get out the military. That is the beast. You know, you had these fake camps telling everybody, you know, the chip on your card is the mark of the beast. They're going to put chips in your hands and stuff. That's the mark of the beast. The philosophies of this empire is the mark of the beast.
Right.
Joining the so-called white man's military is the mark of the beast.
Come.
You see what I'm saying? And what you're saying is the Lord, like Christ said, for I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist. You can say what you want to say, but you can't deny that what we're saying is the truth.
Come.
You understand? Go ahead.
It's like, sir, when you bring out so heavy about us being in the truth. I just want to say the other day, right? I had my shield on and I'm at work, whatever. And brother, he like, yo, he say shalom and all that, right?
Good.
And I tell him about the ISUPK and all that on the truth, whatever. And he like, man, yo, you know, I was, and this is why it's so vital that you gotta get the right counsel. You know what I'm saying? Because he like, I asked him like, yo, who you with or whatever for real. And he like, well, I was with Shakari.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then I just got.
He probably said it just like that too.
Yeah. And then he like, man, I'm like, oh, you know, come fellowship. This is the address and all that. He like, man, I don't even really want to, you know what I'm saying, deal with, you know what I mean, can't. See, like, this is why it's so pivotal that you follow behind the right people, because of that situation, make you don't even want, you know what I'm saying, be a part of and get the right counsel, you know what I'm saying, because of what wicked leaders has done to our people. And that go back, and we've been saying it for generations, like in churches and all that. And now, you know what I'm saying, these fake Israelite groups, people fucked up. My bad,
It's like, and this is why we tell everybody, just because you got access to a Bible, do not mean that you have the authority to teach from that Bible. You see what I'm saying? Like, you got to be real careful, because the souls of men and women and children are in your hands, man, according to what you teach.
Right.
According to what you say to them, according to how you deal with them. So here it is, you got brothers that's turned off from being who they supposed to be according to the Most High because of your wicked ways. You understand?
Right.
Like, this is why it's so important. Listen, if you're one of them brothers that you've been in one of them fake camps, man, you understand? There's some kind of schism, then the Lord brought to the light about your organization or whatnot. Don't feel crazy about coming into the UPK, man.
Right.
Listen, don't let Satan get to you to the point where as though you don't grasp onto the only real truth, the only power that you got. Don't allow Satan to have you feeling some kind of way about coming into the truth.
Right.
We not your fake Israelite groups. You see what I'm saying? When we say brotherhood is a weapon, brotherhood is a weapon. You understand? But you gotta come. You gotta come. Not in the spirit that you had with them fake camps, though.
Right.
That's the same. But don't feel ashamed to come into this truth, man. Read that scripture again, Brother Kashaw.
Come. Luke chapter 21, verse 15. For I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist.
Lord, listen. They say, I will give you a mouth and wisdom. Can't nobody refute or dispute or resist anything that the UPK is teaching, man.
Right.
You understand? When we say the so-called white man is the devil just means deceiver. And the so-called white man is the biggest deceiver on the face of this earth. You feel me? It fits him. You see what I'm saying? Like, a lot of the things that people kind of came up against us when we talk about World War III and nuclear warfare coming, we've been talking about this for years. Now people are starting to see, like, man, them brothers was on the corner. They was on to something.
Right.
Absolutely. That's because the Lord is with us, out. That's because the Lord is with us. You understand? So you can come up all you want to and be an adversary, be a foe. You see what I'm saying? But the truth of the Most High is not going to change just because you don't believe it. Go ahead.
Come. And what's so heavy about this class is, right? And this is why we call the white man the devil. He's the greatest deceiver.
Come.
He telling our people that they should fight in this war because this is the Armageddon.
Come. And that's so heavy because here's the thing. History always repeats itself. History always repeats itself. Like, here's the thing. Blacks, Hispanics, especially Hispanics, under this under Donald Trump's regime, Donald Trump has been an absolute terror to our Hispanic brethren.
Right.
You understand? To our Hispanic sisters. Donald Trump has literally sick ice on our Hispanic brothers. You understand? Sick ice on them. We done had kids on the border being essayed, being taken advantage of, being sold into all types of child sex slavery and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
Donald Trump has been an absolute terror to the Hispanic community.
Right.
You understand? Our brothers. And yet and still, when he has to go and fight, guess who he's going to call on to go and fight first?
Right.
He's going to call on Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Because they expect us to be patriotic and fight their fight. You understand? The Lord don't want us fighting their fight. We got our own fight that we need to be concerned with right now. As Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we ain't got time to be dealing with the so-called white man and his business. I mean, he done created enemies. You understand? He done did things all across the world. Let him deal with that. We got our own issues that we need to be taking care of right now, man. And that's the wisdom that we gotta. That's the wisdom that we gotta understand, man. What is the wisdom that we should be? The wisdom that we need right now to survive what's coming. Go ahead.
So this class so powerful. It's like this reminds me of class I always teach, right? So listen, when it comes to these devils, right, and we got like this hero syndrome.
Go.
You know what I'm saying? Because of like the conditioning and the love, like you brought out that we gonna fight for this country and be proud, you know what I'm saying, to fight for this country. And it's like, that's like a conditioning of Stockholm syndrome is where we want to become recognized. Right. So, you know, like the evil, it's like, my bad, sir, I don't want to take it good. So like the definition of hero syndrome, right, is a phenomenon affecting people who seek heroism and recognition. Yeah. Right. So a lot of our people, it's a lot here. So like my parents, right? We call them Martin Luther King generation. They wanted to be recognized. You know what I'm saying? So recognized by the devil so bad that they was willing to give up. And now a lot of our people, when they come fight in this war, they proudly want to serve so they can be recognized by these devils. You know what I'm saying? And it's so heavy. Like the Stockholm syndrome got so many layers to it. It's so heavy.
And what you saying is heavy because here's the thing. You want to separate yourself from the stigma of being a black person. You want to separate yourself from the stigma of being, you know, an N-word that don't do nothing, that's lazy and shiftless. Right. But what we don't realize is the same people that we going hard for, the same people we're willing to give our life for, they're the same people that got us in the conditions that we're in the first place. Right. I don't know if anybody, like, if y'all seen Officer 5000 because I got mod. He did a video recently, and he brought out different countries, and he showed the before and the after, that both the before and aftermath of the so-called white man coming into a person's country, culture, or society. You got so many countries out here that were beautiful, flourishing places. You see what I'm saying? For their people. And as soon as the so-called white man went in there, guess what? It looked like a third world country.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But here's the thing. Nobody blames them.
Right.
They realized that the so-called white man came in there and did that to them. Nobody blames the people that's living in that condition.
Right.
But when it comes to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the same thing that the so-called white man did to all the other nations, he's been doing it to us forever.
Right.
But the thing is, we get the blame for it.
Right.
We get the blame for it, you understand? So then you take them brothers and sisters who they want to be separated from being black. So they proudly go and fight in this military. You fighting in a war that ain't got nothing to do with you or your people.
Right.
Well, I'm American. Well, if that's the case, look at the history of America and your people.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Look at the history of America and what they're doing to our Hispanic brother, to our Native Indian brother, Native American brother. Like, look at what's happening to our people in the history. When it comes to black people, for some odd reason, everybody wants to forget history, man.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But history is repeating itself, just like when we was in the wilderness. Remember when we was in the wilderness, the Lord had just freed us. The Lord had us walk through a sea. The Lord split a sea. And we walked through a sea. And we got into the wilderness and say, guess what? Hey, man, I think it'd have been better off in Egypt, for real. It'd have been better off in Egypt. We see this to this day right now. Donald Trump said, let's make America great again. He said, let's make America great again. The blacks are lazy. They're criminals. The Hispanics are nothing but gangbangers and SA and child, He make all these claims. And we still got our people that want to walk back into Egypt. That want to support this regime. That wants to support this country, you understand? We black, Hispanic, and Native American, you understand? Take your spirit out of this country, man. Would you have something?
Like, so when you brought out that example, listen, I done heard mad scriptures in the truth and all that. That part right there was one of the reasons I was like, yo, that's us. That part right there, when we walked into the wilderness after the flood and when he fed us manna.
Right.
And
we had a cloud. We had a cloud guiding us. You see what I'm saying? The Lord provided food, manna, and quail for us out the sky.
Out the sky, sir.
And we still wanted to go back to Egypt. Is history not repeating itself?
Sir.
And that's what we got to understand, man. History is repeating itself. If I could drop that, let me get James 1 and 5 up for sure. We're going to get in the scriptures, man, because the Lord is going to tell us what we got to do or what we should be doing in these end times, man. You got brothers right now, they are glued to the radio. They are glued to CNN. And they trying to put the pieces of the puzzle together. Well, this doing that and that doing that. You feel me? He's smoking that weed, then this doing that and that doing that. You see what I'm saying? Like, here's the thing. Yeah, we should be all paying attention to what's going on with these world conflicts. We should have an understanding of it. You feel me? But what good is having that understanding if we don't have the understanding of the Lord?
Right.
Like you can regurgitate everything that's going on in the U.S. and Israeli and Iran conflict. You can repeat all of these things. You understand? You telling brother this going on and that's going on. You can tell that. You can tell the history of these nations and why they in conflict. But when it comes to the Lord, man, we ain't got a clue.
Right.
When it comes to our people, we don't give a damn about the past then.
Right.
You understand? Let's see what the Lord has to say. Go ahead.
Come. James chapter 1, verse 5. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask God that giveth all men liberally.
That giveth.
Yeah, that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him.
Hey, the Lord is talking to black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. You know what I'm saying? Say, if any of you lack the wisdom of the Most High, all you got to do is ask, huh?
Right.
You understand? He got his priests and prophets here at UPK. We set up like this is the whole purpose of us having classes. This is the whole purpose of us doing weekly classes, Sabbath classes. This is the whole point of us going on the streets and speaking. You understand? Because we understand that our people lack the wisdom. lack the knowledge of the Most High and what we should be doing. You understand? The Lord say, all you got to do is ask, man, and it'll be given to you. You see what I'm saying? When are we going to start asking of the Lord, man, and stop asking of our oppressor?
Right.
Like, that's the issue that we have. We go to the wrong people for help, man.
Right.
How can you go to the person that put us in the conditions we're in? How can you go to him and ask for help? But the one power that fights for us that nobody can defeat, we won't even tap into that out. You see what I'm saying? You don't want to come into the UPK. You don't want to come into UPK because we talk aggressive. So what?
Right.
Like how soft is that?
Right.
How weak is that, man? Them brothers, they talk too aggressive. I can't get down with that, man. That's weak. That's soft. But guess what? It's going to come a time. You see them bombs dropping in Iran. You see them bombs dropping in Israel. It's going to come a time when them bombs are going to be dropping in America. You see what I'm saying? When them bombs are talking and them bombs are being aggressive, our talking ain't going to seem so aggressive then.
Gone.
You see what I'm saying? You got sisters that won't come into the truth because a man can have more than one wife.
Right.
So because a brother can have more than one wife, you want to forsake the Most High? You want to forsake the Lord? And you're going to continue to go to that Christian church? You're going to continue to go to them fake Israelite groups? Just because in the UPK, we tell you the truth that a man can have more than one wife? Like 99% of women that seek truth, that is the one major flaw. That's the one major thing that they find in the UPK.
Right.
I agree with y'all with everything. They call for counsel and everything. They get counsel. You understand? Any issue they got, they call the UPK. They on the phone 24/7, getting counsel and help and stuff like that. But I just can't join them brothers because they can have more than one wife. That is weak out.
Right.
Go ahead.
It's like, and what you bring out is so heavy and so powerful. Because it's like, what our people really got to understand is when it happens, you won't be sitting there like, dang, bro. Only reason I ain't go is because the way they talking.
Right.
Only reason I ain't go is because he can have another woman. That's the only reason I ain't go.
Yeah.
And bombs falling.
Bombs are falling.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen, Christian church silent.
Come.
Matter of fact, they didn't got that. The Christian church, they building bomb shelters in the church right now that you're not going to get into. They're not even going to open the doors to you.
Right.
When them bombs start dropping, they're going to go into their little doomsday bunker, and the people are going to be the ones left to suffer. That's what's going to happen. That's why the Christian church is so quiet right now, man. You ain't had not one pastor come out and speak on what's going on with this war, man. Not one. The only people you hear talking about is the UPK, man.
Right.
What is the Muslim mosque saying about this World War III coming up?
Man, they in it.
Listen, they are in it.
They in it.
Not the black ones.
Right. Come.
Listen, I don't care how deep you think your religion, how deep you think your faith is in Islam.
Right.
Ain't no brother going over to Iran right now to help them with fight against bombs dropping.
Right.
Ain't happening. At most, they gonna pray.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
So like in the video, they getting bombed, and one of the they doing their little prayer thing, and then they getting bombed. One dude like everybody else still praying, they getting bombed. Nah, he's some devil, whatever. But at the same time, he looking around like, yo, why y'all still praying or whatever? He take off. Everybody else still praying, but that's
that's every brother.
Right.
That's every black man that claims to be a Muslim.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? He ain't going to Iran.
Right.
He ain't going to make that pilgrimage right now.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? He ain't gonna kiss that rock right now. Them bombs going off, that means things gotta stop.
That's right.
You understand? Lord say, listen, all you gotta do is you lack wisdom. All you gotta do is ask of it. I just sent my priests and prophets out here to teach you. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
All you got to do is ask for it up.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, stop letting Satan fill your head with all these lies about the truth of the Lord, man. Because that's going to be the downfall of a lot of people. Like, what people don't understand is these doors ain't gonna stay open forever.
Right.
These doors, and you sitting on the fence on your couch, and you trying to decide, man, should I join the UPK? Them brothers doing this thing. Listen, you stay on the fence all you want to. Stay on the fence all you want to, you feel me? And you're gonna find out what happened with people that stay on the fence. You understand? No, neither side want them.
Right.
Where your loyalty at, man? Like, people don't realize these doors ain't gonna stay open forever.
Right.
Right now is the time for you to make your elect sure. Come on into this truth, man. Go ahead, you had something?
Like, so I'm just saying, yo, this class is powerful because, like, and the crazy thing, this Wednesday law class,
Come.
right? When you read the scriptures and you listen to the council of the ISUPK Commander General Yohana, you realize this: yo, you gotta keep these laws,
Come.
right? And when all this stuff going on in the world, it's like I don't know if I'm supposed to, but I'm not worried about it.
Come.
Cause I know the Most High got me.
Come.
You know what I'm saying? Like that, like that's a spirit that our people need to really understand and have.
And what you saying is heavy, because here's the thing: you want to be working when our king come back.
Right.
Let him catch you working.
Come.
You see what I'm saying? Don't let him catch you sleep. Don't let him catch you slumping.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, don't let him catch you being weak out. You see what I'm saying? Be so consumed with the work of the Lord. That, man, listen, I don't care. I don't give a damn what's going on over there.
Right.
I know what my king say gonna happen. You see what I'm saying? I mean, I know what the Lord prophesied. I'm not nervous. I'm not scared. You feel me? But I know we got a work to do. Like, a lot of people got this mystified perception of the Most High.
Right.
You know, because I feel it in my heart, you know, these things are going to come true. Listen, it's some people who feel it in their heart and they get this nostalgia feeling.
Oh, God.
You see what I'm saying? And then there's others that put boots on the ground and make it happen. You see what I'm saying? Here in the UPK, we make it happen, man.
Right.
We put boots on the ground and we do what the Lord say. We don't sit by and wait for a feeling to get on top of us. You feel me? Before we do anything, we put boots on the ground and we do what the Lord say. That's what we have to do.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You can't just keep sitting around and waiting. There are things that we must be doing, huh?
Right.
You know what I mean? Be like, let the Lord find you doing the work of your Father, man. That's what we gotta. That's what we have to be doing. We're gonna get into that too.
Oh, God.
If I could, let me get Proverbs chapter 3 and 13, Brother Kashar.
Oh, God.
I ain't heard from Christian pastor, man. I'm telling you. Between that Drewski skit and this World War Greg pop off, you feel me? They been on QT, you feel me? They ain't saying nothing. Go ahead.
You said 13.
Proverbs chapter 3 and verse 13.
Proverbs chapter 3, verse 13. Happy is the man that findeth wisdom, and the man that getteth understanding.
That's what you find. That's what you get when you come into UPK. That's what you was just talking about, man. Happy is the man that find wisdom, and the man that getteth understanding. When you understand what's happening, when you understand and you grasp what's happening out here in the earth, man, and you understand the role that you play, and you understand the things that you must do. When you understand that, that's a certain happiness that comes from that. That you can't even explain out. Well, everybody else is sitting around nervous, and you know, I'm telling you, you got dudes out here, they are scared. They pissing their pants right now, man. Not knowing what's going to happen next, not knowing what to do, not knowing which corner to turn. You see what I'm saying? When you immersed into the work of the Lord, man, it matters. You're supposed to pay attention to it, but you ain't got the same worry. You ain't got the same fear that a man without the wisdom and understanding has. You see what I'm saying? And that's what the Lord is saying. Keep going.
Verse 14. For the merchandise of it is better than the merchandise of silver, and the gain thereof than fine gold.
Listen, the Lord is saying the wisdom and the understanding of him, the wisdom and understanding of the Lord, man, you can't put a price on that.
Right.
Man, you talking about fine gold and you talking about silver. You see what I'm saying? Like none of that matters. The wisdom that we have here in the UPK, that the Lord has told us to give to everybody else because we received it the same way. You understand? You can't put a price tag on that. You understand? All your jewels, your silver and your gold does not compare to the wisdom and understanding that you get when you learn to follow and know the Most High, man. Keep going.
Okay. Verse 15. She is more precious than rubies.
They say wisdom is more precious than rubies are. You understand? So all them diamond chains and the rollies and all that yada yada yada. Yeah, those things are nice to have, but they ain't got nothing on this wisdom that we got, man. They ain't got nothing on the wisdom that we got when it comes to the Most High, man. Keep going.
Come. And all the things thou canst desire, and are not to be compared unto her.
Listen, she is more precious than rubies, and all the things that can't desire are not to be compared to her. Like, what can you compare to the wisdom and knowledge of the Most High? What can you compare to that?
Right.
Like, there's not a single thing greater on the face of this earth than this truth, man.
Right.
You understand? Like, that's in the scriptures. Outside of this truth, one of the strongest things is a woman. That's in the Bible. You know, brothers make it seem like, you know, man, after that B, you feel me? Like, she don't mean nothing to me. Most brothers get unalived over a woman. You see what I'm saying? Because outside of the truth, that's the strongest force on the face of this earth,
right?
Is the influence of a woman. The only thing stronger than that is this truth, The only thing stronger than that is this truth. Keep going.
Come. Verse 16. Length of her days is in her right hand. In her left hand, riches and honor.
Let's see, length of days, long life, man. Understand? Wisdom, you know, you wise, it produces long life, you understand? But it also produces the riches and honor that people forsake wisdom for to try to find. When you have the wisdom, those things come to you as well, you feel me? That's prophetic. Keep going.
Come. Verse 17. Her ways are ways of pleasantness, and all her paths are peace.
It say her ways are ways of pleasantness, and all her paths are peace. This is how you know so-called white man is not wise. You understand? There's nothing peaceful about his kingdom. You understand? Like, here's the thing. When you come from the hood, you know, you start learning certain things. You see what I'm saying? And what you learn is, if you bring the police to your hood, that's not good for nobody.
Right.
You understand? Committing, you know, wars and gang wars and stuff, that's really not profitable for nobody in the hood. Right. Because you're gonna have the police around. You can't make no money, you know, when you're doing your wickedness. You see what I'm saying? But here it is, it say her ways are pleasantness and all her paths are peace. When you have peace out, that shows that you have wisdom.
Right.
You know, man. You understand? Like, going to war and stuff like that, that's usually the last option. That's usually the last option. There should be peace. You understand? That's gained in every situation through wisdom, if you have it.
Right.
Keep going.
Come. Verse 18. She is a tree of life to them that lay hold upon her, and happy is every one that retaineth her.
Listen, she is a tree of life to them that lay upon her. You understand? You get wisdom, you understand, your life exponentially gets better and gets longer. You see what I'm saying? And happy is everyone that retaineth her. You understand? When you have wisdom, like when you have wisdom and you have understanding, there's a certain level of peace that comes within that.
Right.
Especially when you know what to expect. Nothing surprises you at this point.
Right.
Because you have the wisdom. All of that comes from the Lord.
Come.
Let me get drop that. Let me get Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 5. Any comments, any questions online?
So you keep checking in. We got Sister Janine checking in.
Hey, shalom, Sister Janine.
And then Inez.
Hey, shalom, sister Annette. Like Deuteronomy chapter 4 and 5, brother Kasher.
Come on, sir. Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 5. Behold, I have taught your statutes and judgments.
The Lord say, behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments. You understand? This is talking to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. The Lord say, I've taught you statutes and judgments, man. What are statutes and judgments? Go it up.
Statutes and judgments is basically the laws and what we're supposed to do, and the judgments is what happens when we break the law.
Come. The Lord say, listen, I done taught you how to live.
Right.
I done taught you how your culture should be set up.
Come.
I done taught you these things, you understand? And say, behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord. That's like, go ahead, finish reading that.
Come on, sir. Even as the Lord my God commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it.
The Lord is saying, listen, I have taught you. Listen, I don't care. So like, I don't care where you at in the earth. I don't care if you in a ditch. I don't care if you living in that one room in your mother house. I don't care if you living in the basement. I don't care where you living at on the face of this earth. I have taught you laws, statutes, and commandments. I have taught you how to live. You understand? Where you at does not matter to me. What you do is what matters. You understand? Go ahead.
Okay. Verse 6. Keep therefore and do them.
The Lord say, man, keep therefore and do these laws, statutes, and commandments, man. Do the things I'm telling you. You know, be a part of that culture that I've taught you to be a part of. You understand? Let's not get into all these other silly cultures, man, that teaches us how to sin against our power, man.
Right.
You understand? Keep therefore and do them. Go ahead.
Come. For this is your wisdom.
For your what?
Your wisdom.
For your what?
Your wisdom.
For this is your wisdom. We've been talking about wisdom, and now the Lord is going to tell you what it is. You understand? The Lord say, keep therefore and do them. Keep therefore and do what? Keep therefore and keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. Because this is your wisdom. Go ahead.
Oh, you want me to read?
Yeah, finish reading that.
This is and your understanding in the sight of the nations.
They say this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of these other nations.
Right.
What does that mean? Go ahead.
Basically, you know how they be basically when you keep the laws and stuff like that, other nations should be able to know that you distinctively different, separate because of what you do. You know what I'm saying? Remember back in the day, people be like, let your light shine. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much like.
And that's absolutely right. You feel me? They say, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations. Here's the thing. Salaki. Here's your wisdom in the sight and the understanding in the sight of in the sight of the nations. These other nations do not consider us wise.
Right.
Or they don't look at us as being understanding people. Because a lot of times, I'm gonna tell you, this is how other nations look at us. How can the water? I got it. The water.
Yeah.
How can a nation of people that's been enslaved, how can they still not only love the people that enslaved them, but they do the very things that they tell them to do? You feel me? Right. They forsake their own culture for theirs.
Come.
That's why we don't get respect.
Right.
We don't get respect because we do not follow the wisdom of the Most High. We don't have the understanding of the Most High. We think that by us fitting in, we think that by us joining their military, we think that makes us look special to them. Mm-hmm. When in all actuality, that makes us look like a fool to them.
Right.
You understand? Do you think the so-called white man going to respect you more because you went into his military?
Right.
What's going to happen is they're going to put you through so much torture and so much hell in boot camp. They're going to make you do everything twice as hard, twice as good. You understand? Just to be on the same plane And guess what? When it's wartime, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are going on the front line.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's because they don't respect us out. That's because they have no respect for us. They have no respect for our power.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? The Lord say, "For this is your wisdom and understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear." Matter of fact, you keep reading that part, Salaki. Sure. You can start it from "For this is your wisdom."
Come. For this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people.
That's what happens.
Right.
That's what happens. They hear the laws and statutes that we live by. They see when they say when they got that pork and they eating it, and we say, "No, I don't eat that." You see what I'm saying? They see that and say, "Okay." They got a little knowledge to them. You see what I'm saying? Let me try them another way. They see when a sister got a man and she flirted with you, you say, "Nah, I can't deal with you, sis." You feel me? You take it. You spoke before.
Right.
Hey man, who we think he is? You feel me? Like, dang, yo, he got a little standards to him. You see what I'm saying? Oh, he don't celebrate Christmas? Or he don't celebrate Thanksgiving? Yeah, what is he?
Right.
What he on? That's how they look at it. When they start handing out statutes, out laws, and out judgments, they say, "Listen, surely this is a great nation, a wise and understanding people." That's how they look at us.
Right.
Because you know what? That's where they start to respect us.
Right.
We think that by us going further into the people who oppressed us culture, we think that we're going to gain their respect. No.
Right.
We gain their respect by separating ourselves from them.
Right.
By not keeping what man can respect another man that bow down to him despite the mistreatment that you've done to him? Like think about it. You slap somebody around, you slapping dude, man, you slapping him around, bullying him. And he being, "Hey, excuse me, sir, can I do this for you?"
Right.
Can I make sure? You start looking at him like, "Here, Lord," you know what I mean? A female Doug, you feel me? Man, I ain't gotta respect this chump.
Right.
The so-called white man is definitely gonna look at you like that. Man, we done did all this to them and they still gonna bow, man. Listen, put your foot on their neck even more. Let's see how much we can squeeze out of them.
Right.
But then you get that brother to say, "You know what? Hey, you done touch my people, you feel me? I ain't got no respect for you. I don't want to do nothing. I don't want nothing of yours, you feel me? Ain't nothing you can give me to change how I feel about you, you feel me? You may not like them, but guess what? You're going to respect them.
That's right.
You're going to respect them. You're going to say, "Oh, we got one." That's how they look at us.
Right.
"Oh, we got one." I mean, we can't trump him. The way he just approached me, there's for sure it's a power behind him that I'm not aware of for him to talk to me this way.
Right.
That's how the other nations see us, man. You know, when we bend the knee to them and we try to be all up in their face and stuff like that, trying to be a part of that culture, they do not respect us out. But they respect the power that comes when we say, "No, we got our own culture." I mean, we don't celebrate Halloween. We don't celebrate that dumbass Mother's Day.
Right.
That dumbass Father. We don't celebrate none of that garbage. You see what I'm saying? We don't celebrate none of it, man. Like Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, man. We don't celebrate for Easter. Right. We don't celebrate none of that garbage.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? All of it's trash.
Right.
You feel me? And when you stand on that, guess what? People respect it.
Go
ahead.
It's like that's so heavy, especially when you're in the truth and you go to work and the stuff that they do, when you start bringing up them laws and statutes, everybody. It's different when you walk in there. You know what I'm saying? When you in the truth, you feel me? Everybody understands it and starts noticing it. And by them, like you said, it's a light. Like everybody knows it. Ain't got, because our way of life is so different and so separate from their way of life. The littlest thing will have you sitting there like bringing the truth out. You know what I'm saying? Dude walk past and be like, "Yo, look at shorty." You know what I'm saying? I'm like, "Yo, she got a man, bro." You know what I'm saying? Daddy, what you mean, bro? Boom. Like your whole lifestyle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Something just crazy. And that's why it's heavy what you bringing up.
Yeah, and listen, That's why I say this is your wisdom. This is your wisdom and understanding in the sight of these other nations, man.
Right.
That's when they get scared of you.
Right.
They get scared when they realize, like, yo, it's another power that's controlling him.
Right.
Like we ain't got our hands on him. You see what I'm saying? Because if they had our hands on us, like they can tell you no longer a threat.
Right.
Like what threat are you when you doing everything he tell you to do? You see what I'm saying? You're just a good puppy, a good dog. You feel me? I mean, but when you stand your ground, man, and you stand with the Lord, so-called white man, listen, he's scary.
Right.
He is scary out.
Gone.
You see what I'm saying? Like, don't take much. You see what I'm saying? Like, here's the thing. They right now you got them gung ho, you know, young so-called white boys, and they got all the ammo in the world. They got that doomsday bunker. You understand? They got all that stuff ready. I mean, they got bullets from here. Damn near you spread them out, they can let it probably go about 2-3 blocks. All types of, you know, artillery, automatic, semi-automatic, handcrafted. They got all of it. You see what I'm saying? But guess what? The Lord is about to give them an enemy.
Right.
That's gonna throw them back. You see what I'm saying? For so long, they've been worried about blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. The Lord is about to give them a formidable opponent.
Right.
That wants it just as bad as them.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And you, that so-called white man that you thought was so powerful, you're gonna see the fear in him. You see what I'm saying? It's one thing for you to throw something and don't nobody throw it back. You see what I'm saying? But it's another thing when you gotta throw and then duck. You see what I'm saying? That's when you see who's who. You know, good.
Like it was heavy because General Muhammad was bringing this up the other day. He like, yo, if you just read history, yo, America been getting our tails whooped in mad wars.
Gun.
You know what I'm saying? But in the schools, since they want to teach us that, like, yo, we the best, whoop-de-whoop. Nah. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah. And the Most High is gonna raise up somebody to destroy this country, man.
Listen, he raised up the World War III. A lot of countries about to get destroyed. You see what I'm saying? Keep going.
Come. Verse 7. For what nation is there so great?
This is what they looking at and saying.
Right.
Yo, why are they so great? Like, yo, what is it about them, yo? Like this is how the so-called white man looks at you. Like, looks at you when you don't try to be a part of him.
Right.
He recognized the power that you have. He recognized certain things. You see what I'm saying? And he asked himself, man, what nation is there so, like, what makes them so great at? Like, they'd have been through all this. Look how resilient they are, man. What makes them like this? You feel me? That's what the white man thinks when we stand and we serve the Lord, man. He don't think that about us when we stand and serve him. But when we serve the Lord, that's how he looking at us. Keep going.
Who have God so nigh unto them, as the Lord our God is in all things that we call upon him for.
They say, who have God so nigh, so close to them? Like, listen, they got a power close to them.
Right.
Matter of fact, he's so close that we may be better off not touching them. You see what I'm saying? That's the benefits of keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments, man. That's the wisdom. That's the wisdom that we have, you understand? When we keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, the wisdom that comes from that is you realize you ain't got to bend the knee to none of them. You feel me? You realize that you got to stand strong for the Lord. You know, fight whatever comes your way, but stand with the power that's going to deliver you from this oppression. Now, you see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Sir. And it's so heavy, right? Because if you look at the history, even when it comes to Christianity was started because of the Romans when they sacked Israel. Our people stood on our laws. And the Romans like, hold up, yo. That's crazy. What they following to make them stand on their laws? Because the Romans was like America. Just pay taxes and do whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? They like, yo, bro, they dying for this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what? Go find their records. That's the Bible they use. All right, bet. We're going to use it and then create Christianity. You know what I'm saying? Like the other nations want that. That's what we gotta really realize as a people is like, yo, we had something that every other nation wish they had.
Huh.
You know what I'm saying? When we stand on our laws, statutes, and commandments, yo, we don't.
Listen, it says the end of Esau's reign is the beginning of Jacob's.
Come.
But blacks, Hispanics, what we gotta and Native Americans, what we gotta realize, the end of the so-called white man's reign, it is coming to an end.
Right.
His end means our beginning.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? What we don't realize is the Lord is stirring all of this up, all of this warfare. The Lord is stirring this up in the earth because he wants to give us the kingdom. He wants us to give us the keys to the vehicle.
Right.
The Lord is tired of them.
Right.
Like you think we done been through something and seen something? The Lord is tired of them, huh?
Come.
The Lord is stirring up World War III because he's so sick and tired of the so-called white man.
Right.
He's ready to bring this kingdom to an end, huh? Now, here's the thing. For blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, which side are we going to be on?
Right.
What aisle are we going to be on? Are we going to be on the side where the Most High comes back and them chariots come down for us? You see what I'm saying? And we go into that wilderness again? You see what I'm saying? And we serve the Most High. Are we going to be on that side, or do we got to be on the side that's going to suffer the same punishment that the so-called white man has to have?
Come.
Listen, this is the time to make that decision. I mean, you either with me or you against me.
Okay.
Hey, listen, I'm trying to tell you, like, we be hearing this stuff and we be thinking it's so hard and so gangster, man. This is the Lord out.
Right.
Go ahead.
Like, my bad, sir. All people really gotta understand, when you say what side you on, imagine being there when you hear the speech Christ give the angels, like, it's about that time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I just want to hit.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's get it. You know what I'm saying? Like.
But imagine hearing that speech knowing that you ain't following.
Right.
Knowing that can't nothing save you.
Right.
Knowing that it ain't enough nuclear bombs that's going to save you from what's coming.
Right.
Imagine being on that side of it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And that's what we don't want for none of our people.
Right.
You know, you got the whole the law of the 2/3 that's not going to make it, this, that, and the third. Listen, the scriptures say it is not my will that any of Israel perish. You feel me? Like we trying to get damn right, like we trying to gain all our brothers, all our sisters. You see what I'm saying? We don't want nobody to perish. You understand?
Right.
Like we'd have been through too much as a people for us to sit here and just accept 2/3 of us just dying,
right? Because
we don't want to follow laws, statutes, and commandments. We don't want to follow our own power. You see what I'm saying? Like, come on, man, we got to get wiser.
Right.
This is the wisdom right here, man. This is the wisdom. You don't have to go through what the so-called white man is about to go through.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? They going, you know what? Here's the crazy part. They great start sending brothers. They great start sending brothers and sisters. They gonna start shipping them over to Russia. Mm-hmm. They gonna start shipping them over to all them war-torn countries. You see what I'm saying? For them to hold posts and hold God and all that, you feel me? Because they know that's where the threat lies. Mm-hmm. A lot of brothers and sisters, you're in that military, and you thinking that things are sweet, and you thinking you ready to fight for your country. Listen, you ain't gonna be fighting long. You ain't gonna be fighting long, and I hate to say that, man. Right. I hate to say that, you know, about any brother or sister. You ain't gonna fight long. You understand? Unfortunately, the so-called white man is gonna put you in the harm's way. And we already see that Donald Trump don't give a damn about them troops.
Right.
He said every war has its casualties.
Right.
Some people, you know, just gotta die sometimes. Problem is, his son ain't going.
Right.
The so-called black man is going. So-called Hispanic, the so-called Native American. We're the ones going. You understand? We're the most patriotic slaves on the face of this earth. Huh? You understand? Keep going.
Come. And what nation is there so great that its statutes and judgments so righteous? All this law which I set before you this day.
He said, what nation is there so great that have statutes and judgments so righteous? Like the law, statutes, and commandments that we have, they are righteous in the sense that we're not trying to put you in a trick, put nobody in a trick bag. Right. You see what I'm saying? It's simple. If you do this, if you don't do this, or you do this, this is the punishment for it.
Right.
The so-called white man, listen, he got laws and stuff like that. You be like, man, what the hell is he talking about? You can't. Listen. He got laws that you be like, I don't know I don't know who sat down and made this a rule. You see what I'm saying? But the Most High, His law, statutes, commandments, man, they are so righteous that even the heathen has to agree that it's righteous.
Right.
You understand? Even the ones who oppressed us are going to say, you know what? Listen. I mean, yeah, we may not like it, but what they doing is righteous.
Right.
It's fair. You see what I'm saying? That's of the Lord out. That's of the Lord, man. That's the wisdom that we need, man. We need the wisdom to learn. What's the wisdom that we need in these times, in particular, according to what we've been reading?
We need the wisdom of the law and counsel.
That's right. We need that wisdom, man, to go to counsel, to receive the counsel, and to understand what these law, statutes, and commandments is, man.
Right.
Like we got classes every day breaking down law. Like this is the law class, but every class is the law class.
Right.
It's some kind of law being spoken on every class. You feel me? On the Sabbath, we literally read the law and go over it.
Right.
Back in ancient Israel, that's how the people received the law on the Sabbath day. We actually read it in Hebrew and then read it in English. We're going through the law, man. That's the wisdom that we gotta have. That's the wisdom that we gotta fight with in these end times, man. Here it is, everybody thinking that, you know, that's why I say, if you ain't in the ISUBK, I don't see how you don't support Donald Trump.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? How you have to support Donald Trump if you want America to thrive again.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? He is the leader of the country. If you're not in the ISUBK and you don't understand what's really going on, the spiritual components of all this, if you don't understand it, you have to be a Trump supporter. There's no way around it.
Oh, God.
You see what I'm saying? If I could drop that, let me get Amos 3:1, Bubba Kasha.
Oh, God. Amos chapter 3, verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel.
It say, hear this word. Read that again.
Sir. Amos chapter 3, verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you.
It say, hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel, O children of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You understand? Right. This is what the Lord is saying. Go ahead.
Against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt.
It say, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt. You understand? Our entire family got brought up out of that slavery, man.
Right.
Blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, we all came out of that slavery together.
Right.
The Lord is speaking to all of us, man. He ain't speaking like, and this is how you know the Lord is not talking to everybody. He didn't have to bring every nation out of Egypt.
Right.
He only had to bring us. So this is who he's talking to. This is we are the audience. Go ahead.
Saying, verse 2, you only have I known of all the families of the earth.
The Lord say, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we're the only family that the Lord has taken the time to get to know.
Right.
On all the families of the earth. I don't know if everybody knows, but it's 18 nations on the face of this earth.
Right.
Israel just being one. When I say Israel, I'm talking about all 12 tribes right here. You talk about Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, Naphtali, you understand? Zebulun, Ephraim. Like, we talking about blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, Puerto Ricans, West Indies. You see what I'm saying? Cubans. You know, we talk about the entire family that the Lord brought up out of Egypt. You understand? We're one nation. There's 18 total nations on the face of this earth.
Right.
The Lord say, I have only taken the time to get to know you.
Right.
You understand? Like, do you know how that separates us from everybody else? I mean, you got a father out here. He living like the old days. He got about 30 kids. You understand? He got about 30 kids. You understand? And he come around. All the kids run up to him. He shoot him. Wait, man. Go ahead. Hey, you come on over here. That one child he done took to, he could see himself in them. They resemble him. It's things about this child right here that makes this child special. This is what the Lord did to us, man.
Right.
He said, man, there's 18 nations out here, but I've only dealt with you. I've only taken the time to get to know you. You understand? Read that again.
Come on. Amos chapter 3, verse 2. You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities.
Listen, we don't even know that when we get punished. Like, here's the thing: when everybody commits crimes, right?
Right.
But not everybody gets punished for it, man.
Right.
The so-called black man, when we commit a crime, we actually go to jail for it. There's something that comes behind that, whether it's justice from the law or it's street justice. Something comes from it. You see what I'm saying? We don't even realize that because something comes from it, that's the proof of who we are to the Lord, man.
Right.
The Lord said, listen, them other 17 nations, yeah, they doing all this. They doing crazier than you. You see what I'm saying? And I get it. I see you looking at them. And I see you see that they doing wickedness and it's like nothing happening to them. Nigga, I taught you.
Right.
I told you not to do something.
Right.
So it don't matter what they got going on. And because I told you, I'm going to punish you for disobeying me.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's the love of a good father.
Right.
I don't know about you, but if you ever been disciplined by your father, though it may have hurt in the moment, you feel me? You realize what greater love is it?
Right.
What greater love is it for a father to discipline his son? Not to bully him, but because you want to see that son grow and be the best version of himself. You feel me?
Right.
You want to see your son damn to be greater than you. You see what I'm saying? You don't want him to make the same mistakes. You don't want him to go through all the BS that you had to go through. You see what I'm saying? You want to raise him in a way in which you can teach him the laws that you had to find out on your own.
Right.
You giving him the cheat sheet. You understand? So imagine the anger. Imagine the disappointment that as a father you have when this one child out of all these other children that you taught, that you got a chance to know. I got a chance to know your personality.
Right.
I got a chance to know how you think. You feel me? How you talk. You feel me? And I raised you the right way. And yet and still you go out here and you do this, I'm going to punish you for it, man.
Right.
Like, you got to understand, that is the love of a father.
Right.
We look at the so-called white man and see all the crimes he getting away with, and we think, man, like why he can get away with that? And every time I do something, it's like I'm getting jammed up. That's because the Lord loves you out.
Right.
The Lord is trying to punish you right now and give you a chance to get yourself together before he have to unalive you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because he will. It come to a point where like, listen, it's not working. We put him back in the rotation. You see what I'm saying? So don't get this, like don't feel some kind of way because you see other people doing certain things.
Right.
Listen to what the Lord told us to do and do those things.
Right.
Keep these commandments. Stop eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. You see what I'm saying? Those are commandments, man.
Right.
A lot of people don't realize that you like the Christian church taught us that as long as we pray over it, it's good. That's a lie.
Right.
Stop eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, man. Stop sleeping with women that got men already, got husbands already. When I say husbands, if she's sleeping with a brother, that's her husband.
Right.
I don't care about the so-called white man papers. A lot of people feel like, oh, she ain't married, so I can go in and hit that. No, if she getting hit by somebody else, she is off limits.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? These are the things we got to start doing, man. We got to take our spirit, start celebrating these holidays, man. This is what the Lord, this is the wisdom of the Lord, man. This is the Lord telling us, this is what I need to see you doing. That when the third world war come, you can at least be on my side.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? The Lord can't come and he's smiting these nations, and then you come up here and you got a crab leg in your hand.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, you eating shrimp and dipping it in a cocktail. I mean, you eating that swine, you feel me? You got the pig feet bone in your mouth. What you think the Lord gonna do, huh? You gonna get that same punishment. These are the things we gotta be doing, man. Separate ourselves from this, man. Was that it on that?
Come, sir.
Hold on 1 second. Let me get Ephesians chapter 5 and 6, Brother Kashan.
Come. Ephesians chapter 5, verse 6. Let no man deceive you with vain words, for because of these things cometh the wrath of God upon the children of disobedience.
Read that again.
Sir. Ephesians chapter 5, verse 6. Let no man deceive you with vain words.
They say, let no man deceive you with vain words. Don't let these Christian pastors trick you out your position, man. Don't let the so-called white man and Donald Trump trick you out your position out. You see what I'm saying? Let's say, let no man deceive you with vain words. Vain mean empty. Don't let nobody deceive you with these empty words.
Right.
You're being a patriot if you want to come and join the military.
Right.
Come and join the military and fight for your country.
Right.
They are vain words, man.
Right.
They are empty words. It means absolutely nothing. You are being tricked out of your position now.
Right.
They are setting you up to be unalived. You understand? Let no man deceive you with vain words. Go ahead.
Come. For because of these things cometh the wrath of God upon the children of disobedience.
Listen, because of these things cometh the wrath of God upon the children of disobedience. When blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, when we get touched by the Most High, when we get unalived and our children get hurt, you see what I'm saying? It's because we were deceived with vain words, you understand? And now we're facing the wrath of the Most High, because we're now turned into the children of disobedience. Don't let nobody trick you out your position out.
Right.
I mean, these smooth talking Christian pastors, like, you see, they ain't talking now. You better pay attention to it. You better pay attention to it. Like, they not battle tested.
Right.
They not battle tested. They will run on you quick out. And that's what they doing. They closing them doors, man. They got the money. They got black, Hispanic, Native American money for so long that they've been able to build bomb shelters in their churches. And they're going to lock the door so that blacks, Hispanics, the same people that gave them the money to build it, will not benefit from it. You understand? When them bombs start dropping in America, you think that them pastors going to let blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans come into them churches? Hell no. They're going to say, you better trust in the Lord.
Right.
That's what they're going to say. We already seen it ready with what's the devil? Joel Osteen. Goddamn flood. Damn flood going on, and he wanted to open his church doors to the people who built that church.
Right.
Come on now. Keep going.
Come on, sir. Verse 7. Be ye not therefore partakers with them.
They say, don't be partakers with them, man. Listen, don't get in the bed with these folks out. I'm telling you. You on the fence and you not knowing where to go, you better not go with them. That's all I can tell you. The Lord say, be ye not partakers with them. Keep going.
Come. Verse 8. For ye were sometimes darkness, but now are ye light in the Lord.
They say, for ye were sometimes darkness, but now are ye light in the Lord. Keep going.
Walk as children of light.
The Lord is saying, yeah, you was once in darkness, man. You was once in darkness, not knowing these laws, statutes, and commandments, not knowing how to live, not knowing how to serve the Lord. You was once in darkness. But now that you're in the light, you feel me? Let that walk resemble that, man. Walk as children in the light. Walk as children that know that you got certain laws, statutes, and commandments you got to follow. Don't be the one that you know that you're doing wrong and yet you still go do it. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It's like question. Could this be the precept for what is it? Was it Deuteronomy? When it said when you basically keep the laws, paraphrasing, when you basically keep the laws, like you'll be a light to them. I mean, like let your light shine. Remember?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Like that's what it is. It say walk as children of light.
It's like which one was it? It was wasn't it the Deuteronomy one?
Which one?
That you spoke of earlier, that we read earlier. When it
Deuteronomy
was like when you keep the laws, the wisdoms, and understanding the other nations.
The other nations, yeah, they see that.
Come.
You see what I'm saying? That's you walking in. That's you walking as children of light.
Come on.
That light meaning that awakening that you keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. You see what I'm saying? Like I said, at first we didn't have this understanding. I ain't walk like this. Before we came to the truth, we did not live like this. You see what I'm saying? But now that we didn't came to the truth, you see what I'm saying? Walk as children of the light, man.
Right.
You know what I mean, don't hide under the table and let your light dimmer.
Right.
And you try to be like everybody else. You feel me? Walk in that light out.
Right.
It's not a shameful thing that you don't eat pork.
Right.
It's not a shameful thing that you don't commit adultery. It's not a shameful thing that you don't eat pork, shrimp, crab, lobster, all that nonsense. You feel me? It's not a shameful thing that you don't smoke weed or get high. It's not a shameful thing that you don't sell drugs to your people, man.
Right.
That you don't sell drugs at all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Those things are not shameful. Walk in your light, huh?
Right.
You know what I mean? Drop that. Let me get Proverbs 28:9.
Come. Proverbs chapter 28, verse 9. He that turneth away his ear from hearing the law, even his prayer shall be an abomination.
The Lord said, he that turneth away his ear from hearing the law, even his prayer shall be an abomination. Like when you turn your ear away from hearing the law, man, that means that you didn't came before these priests and prophets, you understand?
Right.
The ISUPK.
Right.
And you just say, man, I ain't trying to hear that nonsense they talking, man. They always talk the same thing. I mean, they always yelling. They always doing this, man. They need to get out the corner. You see what I'm saying? We see that a lot in Baltimore. They start screaming Allah Akbar and all that nonsense, You feel me? Here's the thing. He said, he that turneth away his ear from hearing the law, even his prayer shall be an abomination. You understand?
Right.
That means when your child get a bullet to the back of their head and you in the emergency room and you crying, and all of a sudden you want to look up and you want to ask God for his deliverance. You want to ask God to intervene in this matter. The Lord said, I'm not going to hear none of that.
Right.
The Lord said, I'm not going to hear none of that. The problem is you selfish. When I say you, I mean we are selfish. You understand? We hear these things and we just think about ourselves. You see what I'm saying? The Lord will touch our kids, man. The Lord will touch loved ones because of our disobedience. You understand? And say when you turn your ear from hearing the Lord, like, okay, you gotta remember the Lord is black man. You see what I'm saying? He said, okay, that's how you turn it. As soon as I start talking, you ignore me, you ain't got no rap for me. You can't even listen, you can't even hear what I'm saying to you. Okay. Wait till the tables turn. I'm gonna show you. How they say, I'm gonna show you better than I could tell you. You see what I'm saying? This is what the Lord is saying right here. You turn your nose up to me and you turn your back on me when I'm talking and I'm trying to get your attention. Wait till you crying. Right. Wait till you hurting. Wait till you suffering and watch what I do to you. You see what I'm saying? Your prayer gonna be an abomination to me, man. Get that nonsense out of here. And you gonna be sincere. Go ahead,
That's so heavy. Like that's one of my favorite scriptures because it's like how you just described it. Like that's when a lot of we as a people, that's when we want to reach out to the Most High. When stuff like that happen, that's when we want to reach out. And then when he says it's going to be abomination, abomination is something you hate and it's disgusting. That's like we got as a people, we got to really realize like how serious that is. Like, bro, like your prayer gonna be disgusting and something he hates. That's powerful.
Think about it though. Imagine you having a conversation with somebody and somebody carrying you, man, like go ahead with that nonsense. You'll keep talking, man. Shut your mouth. Imagine somebody saying that to you, and then you catch them trying to teach somebody. And he try to tell you, hey, now let me holler at you about something real quick. Yeah, man, you got to be kidding,
right?
You got to be joking. Like, man, I ain't trying to hear nothing you got to say,
right?
That's how the Lord is that on infinite times more. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Because he's trying to give us something to change our lives, to save our lives, to bring us into life. You feel me? So if you deny that and you carry him with that, what you expect him to do?
Right.
He ain't that soft, blue-eyed, blonde hair, so-called white man, that white Jesus that the world wants us to believe is Yahushua.
Right.
That's not him, huh? I mean, our King Yahushua was an austere man. He was a brother that he walked down the street out. You might want to cross the other way.
Right.
He ain't play no games, man. If he was like that, do you know how serious the Father is?
Right.
Like, do you know how serious the Father is if our King was like that?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? This is what we got to realize, man. The wisdom that we need in these times. Yeah, it's good to watch these news outlets and understand what's going on. But if we watching those news outlets and we breaking down what's going on in Iran and Israel and all that, yada, yada, and you connecting dots and stuff like that, but yet you on your couch, you smoking weed, you getting high and you eating that pig feet while you do it, you feel me? It means absolutely nothing. No. This is the wisdom that we have to understand, man. We have to have the wisdom of the Most High. We have to have the wisdom and the understanding that that only the Most High can give us.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And you ain't gonna get that. I'm telling you. A lot of people are like, man, y'all arrogant. Y'all ain't the only ones in the earth that's teaching. We are the only ones in the earth teaching this out.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? We're the only ones in the earth teaching our people what we got to be doing in these end times, man. That's why we've been saying it since 1969, man. If you Black, Hispanic, Native American, you better get in this into the UPK.
Right.
You better get in the class. You better get off that sideline, man. I mean, you better get in the game before you get put in the game.
Right.
If you get put in the game, you got to accept what come with that.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? It ain't no innocent bystanders right now, man. I'll say if you with me or you against me, you feel me? As simple as that. You know, like I say, you get down and lay down. You feel me? Like that's the reality of it.
Gone.
Like we dealing with a power, the Most High power.
Right.
You know what I mean, we can't be the type of people, man, that think we're gonna do what we want to do with him.
Right.
The wisdom that he's giving us right now is to say, you know what? Let me join the ISUP. Let me get in a class in the ISUPK. Let me learn these laws, statutes, and commandments, and let me start keeping. If I can do that, maybe I'll have a fighting chance. That's what we all want.
Right.
We all want a fighting chance that we could be on the Lord's side. You see what I'm saying? If he'll receive us. You know what I mean? That's why we trying to do what we do. This is why we're telling our people to do the same thing, man. Come back to keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments, man, and serving your king, Yahushua, by keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. Serve the Most High by keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments, man. This is the only wisdom. This is the only wisdom that's going to save us in these end times. Not your wisdom of political affairs and geopolitical and all that. No. The wisdom of the Most High is going to be the thing that carries us into that next kingdom. You understand?
Right.
And with that, we're the ISUPK, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, coming straight out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We are under Commanding General Yohana. If it's not under Commanding General Yohana, it is not the truth. You understand? We've been bringing this out since 1969 that Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are the true biblical Jews of the Bible, and our oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of. You understand? And at this time, we're going to bring up Officer Gana for reading of the security announcement. Hey, shalom, Baltimore.
These are the security announcements. We're the ISUPK out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. Rules for new brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After the 6 months period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find it in Numbers 18 and 21 and Malachi chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. Means 10th in Hebrew and it's pronounced Mayashua. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, you give to the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give, up and coming Holy Convocation, the annual 57th annual Passover will be going down in Houston, Texas on April 4th. Make sure you pay your Passover fees and come out here and celebrate the Passover. Remind Akim and I Widom to check on social media such as ISUPK.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for ISUPK events and materials. If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, then he needs to start wearing all black, which include black boots, shirts, pads, headbands, and scarves. And with that, Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the teacher, men of Israel, Amijim Shabbat, Amijim Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai Brakatah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai Brakatah.
Yajabatat, Saw, which means the turn. We're going to give one courtesy salute to the sister. Men of Israel, Amijim Shabbat, Amijim Barak,
Yahweh Shema, Lathan by Hashem Yahweh Shai.
Yajabatat. Class dismissed.
Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The ISUPK, under Commanding General Yahana, presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026, in Houston, Texas. All black Hispanics and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person, ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under Commanding General Yahana. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and war like apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch where you stepping.